The Power of Positive Thinking, A Journey to a Better You. Welcome back to Abdulhak English Farm Podcast, where we explore ways to build a better, happier life. I'm your host, Abdulhak, and in today's episode, we're diving deep into a topic that's close to my heart, the power of positive thinking. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That sounds great, but how can I really stay positive when life keeps throwing curveballs? Well, you're not alone. We all face tough times, and we all have moments where we feel overwhelmed or discouraged. But what if I told you that by changing the way we think, we can actually change the way we experience life? That's what today's episode is all about. We're going to explore practical steps to cultivate a positive mindset, why it's so important, and how to make positivity a habit, even when things aren't going our way. So get comfy, grab a cup of tea, and let's take a journey into the power of positive thinking. Part 1. The Science Behind Positive Thinking. Let's start with the science. You might think of positive thinking as just some feel-good advice, but research has actually shown that cultivating a positive mindset has serious health benefits. According to studies, people who practice optimism and positivity experience lower levels of stress, better cardiovascular health, and a stronger immune system. There's even evidence that positive thinkers live longer. In fact, a study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that optimistic people had a 50 to 70% higher chance of living to age 85 and beyond compared to their more pessimistic peers. But why does it work this way? Well, our brains are wired to notice threats. It's a survival instinct. But what positivity does is help counterbalance that natural tendency by encouraging us to look for the good in situations. Over time, this rewires our brain to focus on possibilities rather than problems. The brain's neuroplasticity, the ability to change and adapt, allows us to build new neural pathways that support optimism. Essentially, by practicing positive thinking, we are literally changing our brain's wiring. That doesn't mean life will suddenly be free of struggles, but it does mean that your response to those struggles can be transformed. Positive thinking doesn't mean avoiding negative emotions or pretending everything is perfect. It means learning how to deal with those emotions in a way that fosters growth and resilience. And trust me, that shift in mindset can make all the difference. Part 2. The Ripple Effect of Positivity. One of the most powerful aspects of positivity is that it's contagious. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt the energy of the people there? Maybe you've been around someone who has this incredible ability to make you feel lighter, more hopeful, and inspired. That's the ripple effect of positivity. When you adopt a positive mindset, it doesn't just change your outlook, it influences the people around you as well. When you smile, when you speak with optimism, when you show kindness, it has a contagious effect on others. They start to feel better, and they're more likely to respond with positivity themselves. It's like creating a little circle of good vibes that keeps expanding. I remember a story from a friend of mine, Sarah. She was having a tough time at work, feeling unappreciated and drained by endless meetings. One day, she decided to make a small change. Instead of focusing on how miserable the work environment was, she started asking her colleagues how their day was going and made a point of expressing gratitude for even the small wins at work. Over time, Sarah noticed that people started opening up more, smiling more, and even finding joy in their work. Her attitude had sparked a shift in the entire office, and what started as a small effort became a big wave of positivity. That's the power of positivity. It doesn't just help you. It helps everyone around you. Imagine if we all started looking for the good, not just in ourselves, but in the world around us. Part 3. Daily Habits for a Positive Mindset. Okay, now that we've talked about why positivity is important, let's focus on how we can build it into our daily lives. It's not enough to just say, I'll be positive, and hope for the best. Just like building physical strength requires consistent effort, building a positive mindset requires daily practice. Here are some powerful habits you can start today to make positivity a part of your routine. 1. Gratitude practice. I can't say this enough. Gratitude is a game changer. When you wake up in the morning, take a moment to list 3 things you're thankful for. They can be big things like your health, your family, or small things like the warmth of your blanket or the smell of your morning coffee. The key is to acknowledge those moments of joy, even if they seem insignificant. 2. Reframing negative thoughts. This is a big one. Whenever you catch yourself thinking negatively, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true? Can I look at this differently? For example, if you're facing a big presentation and you think, I'm terrible at public speaking, try reframing that thought to, I might feel nervous, but I've prepared, and I'm going to do my best. Over time, you'll train your mind to reframe obstacles as opportunities for growth. 3. Affirmations. Positive affirmations are a simple but effective tool. Start your day by speaking positive truths about yourself. Things like, I am capable, I am worthy of success, I am in control of my thoughts. You might feel silly at first, but affirmations help to reinforce your belief in yourself and align your mindset with the person you want to become. 4. Surround yourself with positivity. This can mean curating your environment, spending time with uplifting people, listening to motivational podcasts, reading books that inspire you, or even decorating your space with things that bring you joy. Your environment has a huge impact on your mindset, so make it a space that supports your positivity. 5. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for managing stress and cultivating a positive mindset. Just a few minutes a day can help you center yourself, focus on the present moment, and detach from negative thought patterns. If you're new to mindfulness, start with something simple like a 5-minute guided meditation or a few minutes of deep breathing. Part 4. Dealing with setbacks. Now, let's talk about something that's inevitable: setbacks. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. We all face challenges, losses, and difficult moments. But the key is how we respond to them. One of the most important things I've learned in my journey is that setbacks are not the end of the road. They're just detours. For instance, after a difficult breakup, I spent a long time wallowing in sadness. But eventually, I realized that I was allowing my circumstances to define my happiness. Once I shifted my perspective and started focusing on what I could learn from the experience, I found a sense of peace and empowerment. Remember, it's not the setback itself that defines us, it's how we rise from it. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. By maintaining a positive mindset, we create resilience that helps us bounce back faster. Part 5. Creating lasting change. So, how do we make positivity a lasting part of our lives? It's not enough to practice positive thinking for a week and expect everything to change. The key to lasting change is consistency. Just like any habit, positive thinking requires daily effort, but over time, it becomes second nature. It becomes who you are. One great way to reinforce your positive mindset is by tracking your progress. Keep a journal where you reflect on your gratitude, your affirmations, and any positive shifts you notice in your mindset. This not only helps you stay accountable, but it also gives you a record of how far you've come. And here's the beautiful thing. As you start to build this positivity habit, you'll notice that life begins to feel a little lighter. You'll become more aware of the little blessings, the small victories, and the beauty that's always been around you, just waiting to be noticed. So let's recap. The power of positive thinking isn't just about wearing a smile all the time. It's about shifting the way we see the world and ourselves. By practicing gratitude, reframing negative thoughts, and surrounding ourselves with positivity, we can rewire our brains and start living with more joy, resilience, and hope. Life will always have its challenges, but with a positive mindset, we can navigate them with greater strength, optimism, and grace. So let's start today. Embrace the power of positivity and watch how it transforms your world. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. I hope you're feeling inspired to make positivity a daily habit in your life.